Diversity of the microbial world. Welcome to all. Today we are going to learn about the diversity of microbial world. Microorganisms are the first living inhabitants on the earth. They are omnipresent, characterized with very high degree of adaptability. They constitute their own world. They are unique from all biological standpoints. They spread all over the entire biosphere. Infectious diseases caused by microorganisms have been affecting mankind for centuries and continue to cause high morbidity and suffering worldwide. The percentage of the known species regarding the viruses, it is 4%, bacteria 12%, protozoa 31%, fungi 5%, and algae 67%. Two kingdom classification. Linnaeus concept is otherwise called as two kingdom classification. According to this Linnaeus concept, the living beings are divided into two kingdoms. One is kingdom Plantae, another is kingdom Animalia. The features considered for this division are locomotion, response to external stimuli, mode of nutrition, conductile and contractile system, and cell wall. Plants are non-motile, that means locomotion is absent, and response to external stimuli is also absent. Mode of nutrition, they do not eat, so autotrophic. Conductile and contractile system is also absent, only the cell wall is present out of all these characters. So under plants, they are exemplified with bacteria, algae, fungi, bryophytes, pteridophytes, gymnosperms and angiosperms. Under kingdom Animalia, all the animals are included. Locomotion is present. They will respond to external stimuli. The mode of nutrition means they will eat and engulf the food material, holophagic nutrition or phagotropic. Next, conductile and contractile system is present. Cell wall is absent. And it is exemplified with invertebrates including protozoa and vertebrates. During the exploration of the microbial world in 18th and 19th centuries, microalgae, microfungi, multicellular invertebrates such as rotifers, unicellular protozoa and bacteria came into the knowledge. Multicellular microalgae, microfungi are non-motile and plant-like, and hence they are placed in Plantae, plant kingdom. Motile multicellular invertebrates such as rotiferous, unicellular protozoa and bacteria together called as infusoria in Animalia. Later biologists found that infusoria is as a heterogeneous group and transferred bacteria to Plantae. That's why here it is shown there. The properties of various groups of microorganisms were explored in the middle of 19th century. The division of living beings into two kingdoms cannot be maintained on a logical and consistent ground. Two kingdom classification failed to satisfy at the level of microbial forms of life. Many of the microorganisms possess both plant-like and animal-like characters. Slime molds, considered to be protozoans and grouped under kingdom Animalia, were found to be phagotropic and amoeboid, animal-like character in vegetative state, and resembled true fungi in their reproductive state, that means a plant-like character. Motility by means of flagella was found to be animal-like character in flagellate protozoa, but many of them possess cell wall and were phototrophs. This is the plant-like character. Bacteria were having very little common with either the plants or animals. Many algae and fungi were earlier thought to be immotile and thus classified as plants, were found either motile or producing motile structures such as zoospores or gametes during their lifetime. Three kingdom classification. Kingdom classification, also called Haeckel's concept, was proposed by Haeckel during the year 1866. According to this, the living beings are divided into three kingdoms: kingdom Protista, kingdom Plantae and kingdom Animalia. The Haeckel concept was done on the basis of morphological complexities, tissue system, division of labor, and mode of nutrition. According to this concept, all the organisms lacking tissue system, morphological complexities, and division of labor with diverse type of modes of nutrition are included in the kingdom Protista. Under that, algae, both microalgae and macroalgae, fungi, both microfungi and macrofungi, protozoa and bacteria, all are placed under the kingdom Protista. Similarly, organisms having diverse tissue system with well-defined division of labor and maximum morphological complexities are again divided into, based on their nutrition, autotrophic mode of nutrition and holophasic mode of nutrition. They are divided into kingdom Plantae and kingdom Animalia. Under kingdom Plantae, bryophytes, pteridophytes, gymnosperms and angiosperms are placed. Similarly, invertebrates and vertebrates are placed under the kingdom Animalia. With the discovery of electron microscope by Knoll and Ruska during the year 1932, it became possible to examine the cell structure with a very high degree of resolution. It was found that the cells of less complex protists do not have membrane-bound nucleus and also lack membrane-bound organelles. Similarly, it was found that the cells of more complex protists possess true nucleus and membrane-bound organelles like those of plants and animals. So, without nucleus, we are calling that microorganisms as prokaryotes. With a true nucleus, the organisms are called as eukaryotes. Bacteria and blue-green algae come under prokaryotes. Algae other than blue-green algae and fungi and protozoa, on account of their clear-cut division of protists, Copeland came forward with 4 kingdom classification. The basic differences between prokaryotes and eukaryotes here is given. The size of the eukaryotes, they are large, 10 to the 4 to 10 to the 5 micrometers, whereas prokaryotes ranges from 1 to 10 micrometers. The cell wall is present in plants only, and in prokaryotes present in all prokaryotes, the cell wall. Nucleus is membrane bound, here nuclear membrane is absent. Nucleolus, it is present in eukaryotes, absent in prokaryotes. Similarly, DNA. In eukaryotes, mostly it is in linear chromosomes in nucleolus, and DNA is also present in mitochondria and chloroplast. In prokaryotes, DNA is mostly in the form of a single loop attached to the plasma membrane, and it is also in plasmids. Similarly, the packaging of DNA, regarding the packaging of DNA, histones package to DNA into nucleosomes, whereas no histones are there in prokaryotes. In eukaryotes, under the membrane-bound system, chloroplast, mitochondria, endoplasmic reticulum, lysosomes, Golgi bodies, etc., they are all membrane-bound, whereas in prokaryotes, it is not there. Plasma membrane, phospholipids, sterols, proteins, etc. are present in the plasma membrane. They may form vesicles or microvilli, especially only in animals. Whereas in prokaryotes, phospholipids and proteins are present in plasma membrane. Sterols are absent. There are no vesicles and no microvilli. Ribosomes are of 80S type in eukaryotes and 70S type in prokaryotes. Regarding the cilia or flagella, 9+2 system is observed in eukaryotes powered by ATP. In prokaryotes, it is absent in cyanobacteria. Bacteria flagella superficially resemble monobular. Mode of unique protein. The protein is called as flagellin. Regarding to the organization, extensive developed tissue system was observed in eukaryotes, and unicells or short chain of similar cells are observed in prokaryotes. 4 kingdom classification. Thus, we came to know that bacteria and blue-green algae come under prokaryotes. Algae other than blue-green algae, fungi and protozoa come under eukaryotes. On account of this clear-cut division of protists, Copeland came forward with 4 kingdom classification. He created a new kingdom called Monera to accommodate lower protists. He retained the higher protists, those are called eukaryotic protists, under the kingdom Protoctista, and the kingdoms Plantae and Animalia are renamed as Metaphyta and Metazoa. As bacteria and blue-green algae come under prokaryotic protists, they are placed under the kingdom Monera. Similarly, microfungi, and microalgae and macroalgae and protozoa come under eukaryotic protists. They placed under the kingdom Protoctista. Bryophytes, pteridophytes, gymnosperms and angiosperms, the kingdom Plantae is renamed as Metaphyta. Similarly, invertebrates and vertebrates which are placed under the kingdom Animalia, now it is named as Metazoa. So, according to this Copeland concept, which was proposed during the year 1959, this four kingdom system of classification came into existence. As we came to know from the four kingdom classification, protists are divided into lower protists and higher protists. Lower protists are placed in the kingdom Monera and higher protists are placed in the kingdom Protoctista. Though most of the inconsistencies of protists came to an end with the proposal of two separate kingdoms in four kingdom system, the heterogeneity among the Protoctists were still discernible. All fungi are non-photosynthetic and enjoyed very distinct mode of nutrition. Similarly, some of the algae lost their photosynthetic ability, they lacked cell wall and they moved freely and thus were considered closely related to the protozoa. And other algal forms are mostly related with plants. Five kingdom classification. Whittaker's system of organisms classification is based on the evolutionary relationship or phenotype characteristics in which three levels of cellular organization are thought to have evolved along different lines of nutritional strategies: photosynthesis, absorption and ingestion. The monerons, bacteria and cyanobacteria, are found photosynthetic and absorptive. The protists, microalgae, protozoa and slime molds enjoy all the three types of nutrition: absorptive, photosynthesis and ingestion. With the evolution of the organizational complexities, the three modes are separately adopted by specific type of organisms. One kingdom fungi having absorptive type of nutrition, microfungi and macrofungi. Photosynthetic type is observed in kingdom Plantae, macroalgae, bryophytes, pteridophytes, gymnosperms and angiosperms. Ingestion mode of nutrition was observed in the kingdom Animalia, having with invertebrates and vertebrates. Whittaker concept was most popular and widely used. For the last few decades, progress was observed in three areas. They are more knowledge about the ultrastructure of cells of microorganisms with the help of electron microscopy, and determination of biochemical and physiological characteristics of variety of microorganisms, and sequence comparisons of DNA, RNA and proteins from a large number of organisms. Based on the knowledge accumulated in these areas, it was clear that there are two quite different groups. They are prokaryotic microorganisms, example bacteria and archaebacteria. Similarly, protists are more diverse and it is necessary to divide the kingdom Protista into three or more kingdoms. So finally, bacteriologists favor the domain concept created on the basis of molecular level genetic analysis of 16S ribosomal RNA and 18S ribosomal RNA. They advocated the differences between bacteria, archaebacteria and eukarya, and hence the domain concept came to known. We will continue that in the coming video.
For more videos from the Science Lens, please like, share and subscribe.